Hi guys, I think it's time for another SimRig tour. It has been a while since I showed my previous sim racing setup, so a lot of things has actually changed. So it's time for a new SimRig update from myself. So let's go. So as you can see, a lot of things has changed. In the back we still have the triple monitor setup, which is still absolutely amazing simulator. Here we have the new setup. So this one, I'll start with this rig. So this is a SimLab P1X Ultimate Cockpit with a SimLab Speed seat, which has fully branded SimRacingHub logo on it, which is actually pretty cool. And yeah, thanks a lot SimLab for providing this custom built seat. Here on the inside of the seat we have the new Sensit haptics seat. So this gives you full haptics during races. That is something pretty cool, and so far I have tested it. It gives you a lot of extra immersion during races. So this is actually really cool. I'm still figuring out how to set it up properly because it gives me a little bit of back pain, but I will figure that out. Then yeah, we have a MSI 49-inch curved monitor display, which is pretty cool. It has a 230 Hz refresh rate, so this monitor is absolutely perfect for gaming over here. Then we have some cool flag spotters over here, which you will find soon on my website. Here we have the SimiCube 2 Sports wheelbase, still a very good wheelbase nowadays. Then one of my favorite wheels in my collection is the Cube Controls F-Core Evo steering wheel, which is definitely a very good looking wheel. It gives you a very authentic and realistic wheel approach. So I still really like this wheel, especially for the price quality value of this wheel. I would highly recommend it. Let's switch over to the side. Here I have my EP Lab Logirank clone. So this is basically a lap timer, which is very handy during races. This rig I want to have as clean as possible, so just aiming for this one. Maybe in the future a button box over here, but that's basically it for this setup. Of course we have the standing monitor over here, so in the future I can upgrade this rig to a triple monitor setup as well. But for now this rig will primarily used for just hop in, doing some quick races, having fun, and also is this setup ideal for racing in VR with my Pimax Crystal Super headset. Then we have here a diecast model, which I really like. Here we have a rally steering wheel with the Pocorni Engineering button box. Yeah, that's basically it, I think, from this rig. Then, oh, before I forget, we have the SimLab pedals over here, which is for the price really good, I have to admit. I really like these pedals so far. They give you a lot of confidence, are very well made, very robust, really good sim racing pedals. So of course here you have the pedal slider and the heel rest, so I can move the pedals up and front. So that's basically this rig. Let me see. Then of course the heart of this setup is this new sim gaming PC from the guys from yourbuild.nl. They have provided me this gaming PC, which is an absolutely high-end gaming PC, and therefore I can game race in ultra high settings in VR, but also in a normal gaming like this setup. So really good looking sim racing PC from the guys of yourbuild.nl. So if you want a dedicated gaming PC and don't want to build it yourself, head over to yourbuild.nl. You can use my discount code to get a nice discount of your purchase. So yeah, that's basically this new rig, which I have in use for around 4 weeks now, and I absolutely love it. The benefit of this rig compared to my triple monitor setup is that this one is so much easier to just hop in and have a go. I really like this setup for just doing some quick races or having fun. And in the future I will gonna use this rig for rallying. So still need to add a sequential shifter and a handbrake, and this setup is ideal for the new Assetto Corsa rally game. Now let's switch over to this side of the room. As you can see, some very cool details. The Ayrton Senna Lego set over here. We have a mini helmet of Raikkonen during his Alfa Romeo time, which I really like this design. Here's my favorite helmet. It's the 2005 McLaren helmet. Absolutely amazing helmet, custom paint, so I'm really like this one. I'm proud of that one. Here, one of the coolest GT3 cars in my opinion, the Aston Martin GT3. On top we have a Ford GT, pretty cool diecast model as well. This is actually the headlight of a BMW M4 GT3 during the World Series, during the World Endurance Championship at Spa-Francorchamps from last year, I think, when the car from WRT Valentino Rossi crashed heavily in front of me with the Porsche hypercar from Jota, I think. So that's a pretty cool accessory which I took with me from the track, because I was photographer during that event. So pretty cool reminder of a very big crash in front of me. Then Grand Prix 4. I think this is actually the game which started me getting me involved in sim racing. So this is still one of the classics, and I really like this game as a cool reminder of how I actually started my sim racing passion. Then we switch over to the Wall of Champions. On top we have the Cockpit 290 GT wheel, which is a very cool looking wheel, and for the price it's pretty good. The grips are absolutely amazing, and so far this is a very cool wheel to use. The only downside of the wheel is it does not have SimHub options available, but in the end it's not a big deal for me. Here are one of the coolest wheels in my collection, the GSI Hyper P1 wheel. Definitely one of the most premium sim racing wheels on the market. Very cool looking wheel. Then for GT racing, this is probably my favorite wheel, the Grid MPX V2. In terms of build quality, this is absolutely one of the best wheels you can get. I really like the big buttons over here. The grips are amazing. The ergonomic design. Highly recommend this wheel. It's a perfect all-rounder. Then my favorite, some kind of prototype LMP2 wheel, hypercar wheel. This is the new Muraco Raiden X wheel. New player in the scene, and as a first product, first wheel they have introduced, this is an almost perfect wheel. Absolutely gorgeous looking wheel with a lot of stickers to personalize the look. Definitely one of the best wheels of all time. Really, really good wheel. Then we have a very cool Bocconi Engineering F499. It's a Ferrari hypercar replica. This is actually a DIY kit, so on my YouTube channel you can see how I built this wheel. Really cool looking wheel as well. Still need to add the Ferrari logo over here, but that will definitely something I will do in the future. I have added these cool neon yellow stickers to give it a more real car vibe. On the bottom here we have the new Cube Controls Astra wheel. You can find the review of this wheel as well on my website and on my YouTube channel. In terms of price quality, pretty cool wheel. Very light, so it's absolutely perfect wheel for Formula style racing. The new Eloy shifters are a big step forwards in terms of use, and they finally upgraded the sound of the shifter pedals. Alright, then we have an LMP1 tire. I actually took this one with me during the World Endurance Championship at Spa-Francorchamps in, I think, 2009 or 2010 or so. So this one is from probably the Audi R15 or R22. Really cool tire to add in my gaming setup. Then we have the IMB Racewear SimRacingHub boots. Pretty cool personalized gloves over here. To be honest, I'm not really using boots for sim racing, but they are definitely pretty cool add-on in this setup. Then over here we have a piece of carbon fiber from the World Series by Renault on the Nürburgring back in, I think, 2009, if I can remember correctly. One of the Renault Megane trophy cars crashed heavily in front of me, so I took this piece of carbon fiber with me as a reminder of that event. Then let's have a look on the first we go over here. Here we have a Novitas Lamborghini GT3 replica wheel, which is a really authentic looking wheel. I really like this kind of wheel for racing in older kind of cars. Over here we have a Porsche Super Cup tire, which I also took with me during the World Series, I still say World Series, the World Endurance Championship at Spa last year. So if you're ever going to one of these events where the Porsche Cup is driving, I think in almost every cases during every event you can pick up these tires after the races. So especially when you go to the track on during free practice, these wheels are just giving away. So highly recommend to have such a beautiful racing tire on my room. Then here some premium sim racing gloves from myself, both short and long ones. As you can see here, these gloves are pretty amazing. The feedback I get from these are really good. So if you need new sim racing gloves support the project, and you can buy these on my website as well. So long, short form, and the short gloves over there. Then let's switch to the big simulator over here. On top we have the Ferrari F1 Lego set. To be honest, this one is just the one from AliExpress, which is much cheaper, and the quality is almost the same. So very cool project. Yeah, this rig is pretty cool. So let's start at the bottom. We have a Speedy Rock pit lane carpet. On the bottom I have added some RGB LED strip underneath my SimLab P1X cockpit. This one is an older model, but still a very good and rigid rig. Here we have the slip angle base shaker kit, which is a pretty cool add-on for your rig. For around 300 or 400 euros or so, I think you will have this kit. You just need to add these base shakers on top, and then it's pretty cool to have some kind of slip angle effect on your sim rig. So you can clearly feel every vibration in the car during a lockup or when ABS kicks in. Really cool, and highly recommend this kit, especially when you don't have the funds or money to buy a full motion setup. This is a pretty cool alternative. Also with the Sensit haptics kit you can have in the seat as well. Yeah, we have the Eau Rouge Cold Fusion C2 seat over here, which does have some ventilation holes in here. As you can imagine, it's getting really hot in this room, especially when you have the PC running with all the electronics, the monitors. It's getting really hot, also with the SimRacingHub on top. So ventilation is a key part during races to keep you cool and focused. So if you need something like that, this seat is really cool. So Eau Rouge Cold Fusion C2 seat, which has a very good and deep seating position over here. I really like it. Then switch over to this side. A wind simulator I have over here. To be honest, I don't really use it anymore, but it's still a cool feature to have on my rig. A lot of people ask me how to get in this cockpit, and to be honest, that's one of the hardest parts I have on this rig, but I will show you in a minute. First, like I said, this is a SimLab P1 cockpit with an integrated monitor mount. So here are a lot of cables, don't look at that, but here you can see the integrated monitor arm, which you have here. This is not suitable for wearing triple monitors, or at least triple monitors up to 27 inch, I think. These are 32-inch curved monitors from MSE, so and therefore I needed to strengthen this position, so with extra profiles over here, and I had to make an extra longer profile here, which can support the monitors over here. Then we have the SimRacing PC over here, which I have built myself a couple of years ago. I won't do that ever again. In the future I will definitely pick up a pre-built SimRacing PC, just like the one from yourbuild.nl over here. It's in the end much easier, and it's just plug and play, which I really like. Then on top of this rig I have built this SimRacingHub. You can find a tutorial how I did it on my website. I have integrated 4 Philips Hue lights over here. I still need to mount these extra ventilations on top of my roof to keep my head cool, literally. But to have a sim racing roof like this definitely adds a lot of immersion to your cockpit. So it's a pretty cool, fun project to do. Pretty easy as well. In my case, I have mounted these on the roof part over here. So yeah, that's an easy solution for this gaming setup. The roof is supported by extra profiles over here, which I've added on my cockpit. Then over here we have added sim racing nets. I still need to figure out how to mount them correctly because they miss yeah, some patches on it to give them a better look. Yeah, so that's it. So here we have 3D printed covers for the Philips Hue lighting. Here for night races I have added the black light, which gives a pretty cool effect during night races. So yeah, so that's basically this setup from the outside. Now let's see how I actually get in. The only way to get in is on this side. I still have an older video on my YouTube channel where I show you how to get in. And this setup was previously installed over here. I moved it over there, so now it's a little bit more easier. Just go on the knees and go under the racing net and climb in the seat. But before we do, let's have a look at the sim racing pedals over here. Don't mind the cables over there. Cable management is probably the worst thing to do in a sim racing cockpit. Pedals. Here we have the V&M light pedals with the SimMagic haptic motors attached to the throttle and the brake, which is a pretty cool add-on for your rig. Now let's jump in. Let's start here. We have a Logitech camera over here. When I do some live streaming or want to film some POV content, this webcam does the job for that. Pretty cool webcam from Logitech. Then over here we have the Simpush LumiRank replica, which is one of my favorite add-ons in this setup. We have Sim Racing Addict flag spotters over here. For some reason they not working now, but usually they do. We have the grid browse over here. The wheelbase from this rig is the SimCube 2 Pro wheelbase. Very good wheelbase still nowadays. In the future I definitely want to add the SimCube 3, but for now this still does the job and is a very good wheelbase to have. Over here we have one of my favorite wheels, the Pokorny Hyperreel. This is also a DIY kit, so you can find a description on my website how I build it, and there's also a video on my YouTube channel as well. So if you're looking for a fun DIY project, I would highly recommend the wheels or products from Pokorny Engineering. This wheel, depending on the build quality and if you can 3D print yourself, will cost around 500 until 1,000 euros or so. But you can actually build or buy a pre-built one, which is around 1,300 euros or something like that. Yeah, then switch over to the middle console. This is a wheel with a display integrated, but when I race with a wheel without a display, I'll use this DDU from Zen Sim Wheels, which is a 4.3-inch DDU with amazing quality display and a very bright LED. So if you're looking for a good DDU, I would highly recommend this one from Zen's Sim Wheels, which you can add easily with the magnetic mounting brackets. On the right side, the other grid brow over here, we have the Precision Sim Engineering DDU, which is a very big DDU, but it's pretty cool to have it attached in this centerpiece of console. Especially when you mount the Pro Switch panel beneath, this really gives a cool LMP2 or hypercar kind of a middle console. Then here we have a custom built button box from SimLab. Pretty cool design and good build quality from the Italian guy. So he makes really cool accessories, button boxes, all kind of stuff. SimLab. And if you like this design, just give him a ping and he can make one of these designs for you as well. Here we have the other flag spotter from Sim Racing Addict. Still need to, not really satisfied with the setup over here, so I still need to have a look at that in the future. A sequential shifter from Simagic. Don't really use it a lot, but when I do, it gives you a really cool and satisfying click. This one I can easily move forward or backwards, and also this button box I can move or tilt the angle so I can switch between views. We have a SimLab handbrake shifter over here. As you can imagine, I rarely use it in this setup, so we'll probably take it off this one and move it over to my other setup. Yeah, I think that's basically it. The roof from the inside. So yeah, that's, I think, basically it. Let's see if I forget anything. Probably not, and if so, just give me a quick ping and I will let you know. So let's jump out. Yeah, so that's basically my new sim racing setup. Just a quick tour, under 30 minutes or so. Yeah, of course, really happy with how this all turned out. And if you have any questions or want to have more deeper information about some kind of products or how I build something, just let me know. And yeah, that's basically a quick tour around my sim racing room. So thanks for watching, and until the next time.